Okay, guys, in this video, we are actually going to start putting some capital into the Titan farms. I mentioned in the previous video that I will be focusing on two farms, the Wrapped ETH and Titan, and also the DRAGONX and TITANX, because I believe both of these tokens are going to be 100% deflationary. So I'm looking for a rise in price for both of them, even though it has a lower APR. I am looking to get additional increase by holding these tokens. So I'm willing to invest in this particular farm. And I'm willing to invest in this one because it has a higher APR, and I will still be able to benefit on the upswing of the TITANX token. Now, I am going to be doing this in comparison with my poor man's wallet on the Bitcoin wallet here. So here's my poor man's wallet. And just for you guys that are unfamiliar with it, I started this wallet back in March. There's documentation of how I've been progressing over the months in my channel. So you can go out there, look up poor man's wallet, and you'll see it. And I started this wallet with just $48. Okay. Right now, it's the equivalent of over $150. Right? If I add my credits and Bitcoin together, 122.48 plus 41.61, that's $164 that I have. Essentially, I can pull out $41, but total I have $161 that I can pull out today. And if I wanted to sell this off quickly, I can throw this in the marketplace at a 20% discount and be able to walk away with maybe about $120 right now. So I would have 3x'd or close to 2.5x my initial investment of $48. And this was the minimum deposit. However, I'm using this as a comparison. So as of today, like we see, this is worth $164. And for this reason, I'm going to use the similar amount when I invest in TITANX. So I can compare the progress from TITANX with the performance of these yield generating Bitcoin wallets. So this has already yielded me 2.5 to 3x on what I put in March. But as of today, we're just going to start even as if I had put in $164. And I will do $165 into these farms. So let me get what the rate is in Ethereum. So if I dump in $165, and the price of Ethereum here is 24 divided by 24.6836. So it's looking like I would have to put in 0.067 in each farm. Okay, so I'm gonna put in 0.067 investment in each farm. Okay. All right. So with that, I know in these farms, I'm going to be sticking with this one and this one. So as far as the TITANX token, I'll have two of those. I'll buy 0.0335 of ETH, and I'll buy 0.00 or 0.0335 of DRAGONX. And let's see how to do that most effectively, guys. So yeah, I'm stepping through these numbers, but these numbers are going to be key in helping you save in transaction fees, okay? All right, so with that, let us jump to this. All right, so I know I'm going to pick up some wrapped ETH, so I can pair that. And like I say, I'm going to invest 0.0067, so I'm going to get half of that in ETH, 0.067 divided by 2. So that's where that 0.0335 comes in. So I'm going to use some ETH, 0.0335, $82 worth of ETH, and I'm going to pick up some wrapped ETH. So let's go ahead and pick this one up here. Get my wrapped ETH. Okay, I'm seeing that. Pay 77 cents in fees. I ain't got a problem with that. You gotta do what you gotta do to get in these farms, man. But these fees do add up. They do add up. All right, so I got my wrapped ETH here. If I look in my tokens, there it is. I got my wrapped ETH. All right, now here's the question, guys. I know I'm gonna get like, what is it? 0.067 in TITANX. So let's go ahead and pick up some TITANX. TITANX. All right. And I am going to get 0.067 worth. So let's go ahead and make that purchase. Using my Ethereum. Again, guys, this is seems to be much faster and much cheaper than Uniswap. It's saying at this point $2.13, but we'll go ahead and make this transaction and see how much we actually paid for it in a second. Okay. And while we're allowing that to go through, let's consider something, guys. Let's say I wanted to purchase some DRAGONX with ETH, and then I wanted to purchase some DRAGONX with Titan. Oh, here this back end. Let's go ahead and check that transaction real quick. In this activity, we sold that ETH, and we had a total gas fee of only $1.30. So that's pretty cool. All right. So back to which should we use? Should we use Ethereum to buy DRAGONX? Because we are going to be in this DRAGONX TITANX farm here. So should we use Ethereum to buy it? Or should we use Titan to buy it? So let's consider, we're going to jot down some numbers real quick. This is going to be quite interesting. So if I have 0.067 ETH that I want to invest in, let's say, let's start off with Titan. How many TITANX would I be able to get with 0.067? And I'm going to use this just to get my notes. So I'll say 0.067 Ethereum will give me 162, 623, 671 Titan X. Okay. Now I want to see how many DRAGONX tokens I get for that. Import this token, and that same 0.067 ETH would give me 122.58600 DRAGONX. All right. Now my question is, how many DRAGONX would I get if I sold that amount of TITANX? So let's check out TITANX. And we're going to enter that amount of Titan that we would have received from Ethereum. And that, from this TITANX, I would have received 121.99856. Okay. So clearly, buying DRAGONX with Ethereum is actually beneficial to you as a user because you are getting more DRAGONX from buying with Ethereum than you would be buying with TITANX. Okay, so I know they mentioned it's always best to go from TITANX to DRAGONX or whatever the case is. That's like doubling what you put in, but you know, me as an investor, I'm trying to minimize my own expenses, and unless it really benefits me by putting extra in the system, you know, I can't see it, right? So I would opt for lower fees in this case. So that's the deal, and we will go ahead and purchase at this point. What is it? We will use Ethereum, and we will purchase 0.033 worth of DRAGONX. Okay, so I'm gonna choose this best aggregator here, and let's get it. This should give us all of the tokens that we need to begin the farming. And keep in mind, guys, remember yesterday I did transfer like 400,000 DRAGONX to this wallet, but we will just include that to be just a little bit extra. You know, what is a few dollars? That's not going to make a big difference. So instead of coming into this system, putting in $165 in each farm, we will be putting in more like $170. Okay. All right. Now let's check our wallet, our tokens, and it looks like we have everything we need. We have plenty of Ethereum left to cover fees. We have $176 worth of TITANX. Okay, and because we're going to be using half of that in one farm, half in another. We have $87 in DRAGONX. Remember that extra 400,000 DRAGONX I sent yesterday, and we have the wrapped ETH. So let's head on over to the farm. I learned yesterday if you have this page just sitting up for a while, you probably want to refresh it to get the latest information. And let's jump into the farm and see how much these fees are going to be. So let's start off with the DRAGONX TITANX. Okay. Well, actually, let's start off with the ETH because I want to make sure I have enough TITANX for that one. We'll start with the ETH, and we will put in 100% of my ETH. So that's 0.03. Is that all I have? Because my wrapped ETH here is 0.0335. I wonder if that includes everything. So let's just try it. 0.0335. Okay. Yep. Because that's what I want to use. All right. So I'm going to add $165. And keep in mind, guys, this is the equivalent of what I currently have on my high yield BTC wallet today. All right. So let's go ahead and add this liquidity. Oh yeah, this is where the spending cap came in, guys. Okay, my mistake. This, man, so they're gonna ask me this every single time. So it is not Uniswap that's doing this. It's actually Titan Farms that's doing this, and it keeps asking you. Okay, here we go. Max. I'm gonna say for this 900,000, 90,000, something. Oh, crazy. And let's see if this sticks, guys, because I don't want to have to keep giving them or paying fees every time I do a transaction. And for the max on Titan, I'm just going to do 99999. Just crazy. All right. Improve that much. And we will wait for this to come through. So while this is processing, let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and confirm that. Okay, again, okay, so it's charging me $9 to enter the farm. Okay, so let's go ahead and get it and see what we are working with. Insufficient wrapped ETH balance. Are you serious? Are you serious right now? I'm paying with ETH. The fee should have been in ETH, and it's saying I don't have a sufficient. Okay, well, then again, it says it was added. Okay, well, let's see if it was added. Hopefully that was an incorrect error message. Farm position. Okay, so it's showing my position as that amount in wrapped ETH, that amount in Titan. Okay, so looks like we're good to go in this farm, guys. All right, let's go ahead and jump up to the DRAGONX TITANX farm. We're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna add some liquidity, and I'm going to max out my. I think I have less drag. Yeah, let's try it. Let's max out the DRAGONX tokens, and that should give me the equivalent of the amount that I need in TITANX. And this is adding 175 from the purchases I made yesterday. So we're a little bit over on this one, but that's cool. Not a problem with that. It should not ask me for TITANX again. It might ask me for DRAGONX, yep, to do the cap. I think that this would be enough, but I'm gonna put in 99999. Come on. Tired of paying these extra fees that are not necessary. 56 cents gone. Nothing to fuss about too much, but you shouldn't have to pay those fees every time you do a transaction, getting in or out of the farm, right? All right, this should allow me to confirm that transaction. So I'm doing this transaction now. I'm going to pay $9 for this to enter the farm. The good thing is it's not a percentage that I'm paying on that, right, guys? Because if it was a percentage, I'd be pissed. It's saying insufficient DRAGONX balance. I don't know why that keeps saying that, but the liquidity was added successfully. So looking at the details, I do have my $87 in DRAGONX. I have my $86 in TITANX. So I am good to go. Got these things working, and let's see, just check out what's up with managing these farms. I might have to play around with this a little bit just to not bore you guys and kind of get an idea of what this does. Let's see. Let's check the withdrawal. I'm just curious to see how much it would cost to withdraw this. So if I clicked on confirm withdrawal, I'm not going to approve this by any means, but I just was curious about the fee that I would have to pay. So yeah, it'll be $8 to $9 coming in, $8 to $9 going out. All right, so I'm rejecting that. I'm leaving these funds in. And while they're here, let's just go to this little calculator here. And this is for the ETH, the wrapped ETH Titan. And I put in $165. Let's see, over the course of the next 30 days, if I compound it daily, and I hate having to come out here and push a button to compound. If I don't compound, that'll be $25. So maybe I'll skip compounding every day for the sake of $1.65, because in this wallet here, I don't have to compound every day, right? Once I have credits, these credits are converting over. So with that said, these credits are already converting over. I could use this Bitcoin to purchase more credits, but I will do that at a later time. I'm really not, as long as I'm kicking out some credits that are converting, I'm pretty much pleased with the progress of this, unless I want to boost my conversion rate or something like that. So this is going to tell me I should walk away with $25 at the end of the month. So that means I should have 165 plus 25. So by the time a month is up, I should have $190 in this wallet. Okay. We will see if that happens. And one thing I'll probably start doing, guys, is just doing a direct comparison between the performance of the TITANX farms and the performance of the Bitcoin wallets, and really breaking down what the cost of entry is, the fees that you're going to be paying, the simplicity of one as opposed to the other, and kind of just step through all of the things that you want to consider when putting in an investment. So I'm actually looking forward to seeing what this system yields out. And I think, let's see what we're looking at as far as the DRAGONX token. Yep, we're still at this price point. The TITANX token. Let's pull this up real quick just to get a glimpse of what it's doing. Saw this here. Okay. All right, so it looks like it reached the bottom. We'll see if it continues to drop or get some type of rebound or something. But these are supposed to be deflationary, so we'll see what happens in the future. All right, guys, that's all I got for you in this video, and we'll holler on the next one. Peace out.